It's been a little drizzle all night. Quite cold. First time since Greece I've been cold. So yeah, I think the reality of cruising like this is that you do have a series of emotional peaks and valleys. I certainly am not immune to that. Yesterday I was on a very big high when we removed the auto prop. And then longtime friend of the channel, viewer, and a wealth of knowledge of these things, Chris came down, stopped over, and he started talking to me. And he is been working in boat yards, I think, all his life. And I was so happy when I pulled the propeller off that I didn't check anything else. And he came and showed me that, look at this. I'm sure you could hear that, but the shaft is moving. And so for those that don't know, this is called a stern tube, and it goes in here, and inside there is a rubber thing with like feet in it that keep the shaft centered, and that rubber periodically has to be removed, and it's called a Cutlass bearing. So I didn't even know I had a problem, and now that we have this, it's also one of those things that even if I didn't have a problem, it's probably better to do this now while the boat's out of the water and we're in a great marina with great people and access to this sort of stuff. So go to other parts of the world, I don't know how quickly I'll be able to get this stuff done. So there's a couple things that we need to do. A Cutlass bearing isn't that big a deal. They're not universal, but they're readily available because people need these sorts of things. So obviously this is a line cutter. I'll have to remove this, and then this is zinc that we had on here. And then so we start. So the idea, this right here comes off, so that the idea would be that we would unscrew this, pull this back, leave the shaft in place, and then go and press out the Cutlass bearing. And then we started moving these, and they just spun. So that said that they're not lag screws that go in. They're bolts that go through with nuts on the end. And if you see, you can see how skinny this is. I'm going to sneeze here in a minute. But you're not going to get your hand down in here, you know. So we go to the other side of the stitch. Excuse me. So this is going to be a real nightmare. So you go in underneath here, and you see this stern tube comes in like this, and then there's nuts that are up against this. The top one is, I don't know how we're going to get to that, let alone get underneath the shaft to the other one. So one of the things that we might have to do is remove the rudder so that we can remove the shaft, and then cut the bolts off and slide the whole thing out and put a new one in. This new one is about $1,000, and so we might have to do that. But to get the rudder out, the rudder has a post that goes way up there, so that involves digging a great big hole so you could drop the rudder into the hole. Hope we don't have to do that, especially because the rudder bearing and all that is really good. I don't want to mess with something if I don't have to. But Sput from Damage Control, who had done this and had trouble getting his propeller off. By the way, if you're familiar with Damage Control Sailing or SV Validated, he has been on a hiatus where he hasn't posted videos for a long time, and he just put a new one up yesterday, and it's fantastic. But anyway, his hub, he couldn't get his hub off, so he had to take the hub and the shaft to a shop, get it pressed out. So he had to remove the rudder. He says, I'm not exactly sure how this would work, but he says that if he had the hub off like I have, he could move the rudder and slide the shaft out without taking the rudder off, which would be amazing if what would be amazing is if we can get this off, if we could do everything without it. So who knows what's going to happen. Anyway, I was that really kind of took the wind out of my sails yesterday. I was so happy, and then just so bummed out that all of a sudden this easy job became a little bit more difficult. So when Chris was over here, he lent me. People are so genuine and so nice here. He said that this is. Oh, that's another thing that we found out. I had always assumed that this was a vinyl boot stripe, and it's actually painted on, so it needs to be sanded off. And my little palm sander, the DA palm sander, he said is not. That's not good for this. So he had a flat sander, and he lent me that. Gave me a whole bunch of discs. So I started on that before I got too depressed and went and went in out of the cold and rain. But I think he's coming over this morning. He sent me a text saying that he coming over. He has to drive like 20 minutes over here, and he's going to come over and help us out again in the morning. We'll take a look at what we're going to do over here. So coming up with another plan. But anyway, like I say, it's a series of good things and bad things. But I say that that's really not fair to say. Look, if you have a boat, it's going to need maintenance. It's going to be expensive. Things happen. The good news is we just did this 15,000 mile trip around the Atlantic and the Mediterranean, and we didn't need to be hauled out. We didn't need. Imagine having to deal with this, in Sardinia. I'm sure people do, but it would be much more difficult for me there than here. So that's good. And then that was in the past. In the future, imagine me having to deal with this when I'm going across the Pacific. So I really got lucky that Chris came and pointed that out to me. I'd like to think that sooner or later I would have figured this out. As I touched this, just like I say, I removed it, and I was so happy I never even thought to look at the shaft. But I think that when it's better that I know now, and better that I get it taken care of now, and it'll just be another thing that is more like new on the boat. So that's what I'm going with. So anyway, from a very cold Deltaville, I want to say thank you so much for watching. I'm get up in the morning, especially when the weather changes. I always get a little allergy that runs through for an hour in when I go from horizontal to vertical. But I will stop sniffling here in a second. Somebody always yells at me in the comments, says, "Damn it, would you blow your nose?" I'm on it. I'm on it. But anyway, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And I hope that if any of you are celebrating the 3-day weekend, I hope that you have better weather, or that if you have weather like this, you're surrounded by people, friends and family that will ward off the cold, and you have a wonderful time off. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Be safe, take care, and as always, I'll see you on the one.